So predicting what the future of data science is going to look like, given how much has really happened during the last, say, 10 years, is not really an easy task. But if we start by looking back, one of the key drivers which has sort of driven the progress within data science and machine learning forward is access to vast amounts of data. And that's also a key factor I think will continue to grow also in the future with all these connected devices through the Internet of Things and industrial Internet of Things. I think we will see more and more connected devices which shares information and data all across them. And of course, this gives us new opportunities to harness this data to extract what is hopefully meaningful and useful information. And also another key factor has been the advancement in computing power. And that's also something I think will continue at least a few years into the future. So let's say 10, 15 years ago, you might need a large supercomputing facility, whereas now to obtain essentially the same amount of computing power, you can just buy a decent gaming computer for a few $1,000s. But also another key factor has been that all these tech giants such as Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, they're actually quite open and sharing the results of the research, so like open sourcing models and making tools available for us as users. So this has made a big change in how much personnel and resources you need to actually build good state-of-the-art solutions. So instead of building everything from scratch, you take advantage of what's been done before by these tech giants, and you build upon that and then adapt it to your domain in order to build really good solutions with limited amount of resources. And this makes it possible even for very small companies to actually develop very impressive machine learning solutions for their specific domains. And also going forward, I think we'll see more and more automation of things like building machine learning models. So you might have heard of this AutoML, where you have automated software which builds machine learning models for you. That this is going to replace the data scientists, going to take away our jobs. But I'm not that worried that we're going to lose our jobs because of these softwares. But I think there's still going to be a bit of a change in what kind of task we typically perform and where we spend the most amount of our time. So tasks is gonna, or which is possible to automate, will probably be automated by software. But in doing this, we should keep our focus on the task which we are better at solving. So in my opinion, the most important task in a machine learning project or a data science project is not about the machine learning models or the data analysis in itself, but it's about understanding the domain of the problem you're trying to solve and asking the right questions and identifying the right use cases, which actually can help you build a solution that gives some real value instead of just building an impressive solution from a technology perspective. But when it comes down to what kind of skills I think will be most important in the future, I think, or at least in my opinion and in my experience, the most crucial skill which cannot be automated is to put an emphasis on the scientist aspect of data science. So using the scientific method, being skeptical to what the data is telling you, not taking anything for granted in terms of like historical rule of thumbs, but letting the data speak for itself and actually take it from